check it out now. Listen, it took me a while to do this because I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been listening to God's Plan by Drake non-motherfucking stop. My favorite line is a line that he says, she said, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry. That shit goes crazy. Now, God's Plan's a track that I've been kind of previewing snippets on the gram. Maybe I forced his hand to kind of just drop this track because according to Trippie Redd's DJ, who did try to clarify why Trippie Redd's not on the record, because the record got turned into a snippet and people were circulating it, Drake felt like he had to capitalize off the buzz because people liked it and he pushed it out without Trippie being on the song. However, here's the thing. Drake dropped a 2-track EP last night. It was called Scary Hours, okay? Which, by the way, a 2-track EP, nigga, you're just dropping 2 songs. You don't even got to title it as some type of collection. It's just 2 fucking songs. Anyway, let me give y'all the real, okay? One of my worst fears is having a fucking trash rapper diss me, okay? You know why? Because low-key, that trash rapper is only gonna be remembered by the fucking song he dissed me on, okay? However, a nigga top of the game, man, that's a different story, okay? It's kind of like, you gotta imagine, I'm media, okay? By the way, I do got a rap career coming, so these niggas gonna get the bars back. But I'm thinking about me, myself, as a media personality, analyst, a curator, someone who's into rap media, okay? It's a handshake acknowledgement, whether it's a shout out or a diss, when the top rappers in the genre, right, acknowledge your presence, okay? Now, it means you're impactful, so I gotta keep it 100 with you. Right? Listen, usually it's all goody, right? I mean, and I gotta also be honest, I'm not no fraud. I'm a huge fan of some of these people that's top of the genre. And one of them, y'all know who they are, okay? Aubrey, Champagne Poppy, Drizzy Drake. Now, that's my favorite rapper currently. And, I mean, it only gets a little bit dicey because, yeah, you know what I mean? And say like J. Cole dissed me. I'm like, yo, Cole, you my nigga, but, you know what I mean? You ain't my favorite nigga, okay? Be like, all right, man, I'll just take that, whatever. But when Drake disses me, I'm like, Shrekky? You know what I mean? Now, here's the thing, okay? It does come with the game. To be a cultural critic, you cannot only criticize and be very negative or say bad things or whatever, like, about people you don't care about. You gotta keep it fair. You gotta criticize also the people you like, the people that people claim you're standing. And I dare y'all to point out or find another media personality that has critiqued Drake more than me, especially since the whole fiasco with ghostwriting, okay? No matter what y'all want to say, you ride his dick, you love his songs, you did this, you do that. You cannot say nobody tries to get to the bottom of everything, at least when it comes to Drake and this whole writing shit. Okay, I've done it the most. It's documented here on YouTube, okay? Now, here's the thing, right? I don't know who in the OVO sweatshop I got beef with. I don't know which writer I pissed off, okay? But apparently Drake dropped some bars last night that was aimed at Joe Budden and myself. Now, let's address the Joe Budden thing first. First of all, him and Joe got some history, and that's why I'm going to separate whatever the fuck he got with Joe from what he got possibly with me, okay? To be honest, man, from what I'm hearing, and again, I hear this from Joe, this is the shit I'm reading online, man. It looked like Drake and Joe used to be like hella cool friends back in the day. It looked like they used to be tag teaming hoes, you know what I mean? Smoking hookah, playing spades, rolling dice, shooting marbles, I don't know, doing laundry together. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. It was like a light-skinned nigga bromance at his finest. Okay, it was kind of like how Drake was with Cole at one point. Let's show up to Best Buy and buy each other's album. They were all into that bullshit, okay? Now, I don't know what happened along the way with Drake and Joe. And for what I've heard, okay, from people who have been around these motherfuckers, I'm hearing that when Drake falls out with anybody, it's usually over one thing: bitches, okay? Now, do I know? Listen, I'm really shooting from the hip here, but just be honest. I think maybe there's a woman or two between Joe and Drake that maybe they have a little bit differences from. Of course, they're going to disguise that with like, yo, we're critical of each other's rapping skills or career. But it's probably over some bitches, bro. Listen, Drake and The Weeknd is beefing over bitches right now. It's all about the bitches. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Now, this is what I'm going to say. It got to be like some shit like that. Because Drake has dropped a response song to Joe when Joe made podcast comments, when Joe did a review of his project, when Joe literally is on a YouTube show with me just basically talking about his career. Now, again, my thing is, if you're concerned about this one guy this much, there has to be a little bit more about it than just you kind of just like like just sharpening your steel. You feel me? Like, I think it's more to it. Now, let's really get to it, because I'm going to go through the track. I'm going to show you where he obviously talks about Joe, and I'm going to talk about where he obviously talks about me. Now, this is what he said on the song Diplomatic Community. He said, shit is complex, like short niggas round tall ladies. I gotta watch who I'm talking to like it's all agents. I seen budding careers turn to sit down and talk about other careers, judging their peers. Knowledge from niggas who didn't contribute to none of this here. Cover my ears, my security government tier. Yeah, advance the venue so we know the exits, check the guest list, blah, 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 blah. Now, obviously, it's quick to tell he was kind of aiming this around everyday struggle. He says, shit is complex, right? Clearly complex media. Like short niggas round tall ladies. That's obviously a play of complex to make it seem like he's being subliminal, right? Then he goes to, I gotta watch who I'm talking to like it's all agents. I don't know what that got to do with anything. Maybe it's a convo with 40. I don't know. Anyway, then he goes to, this is a clear shot at Joe Budden. He just didn't call his name like he never calls anybody's name, even Meek. He says, I've seen budding careers turn to sit around and talk about other careers, judging their peers. Clearly, Joe is a retired rapper now. He is a rap analyst. He is a hip-hop analyst. And clearly, that line is at him, right? And then, this is the line that I'm attributing to myself. And if it's not to me, fuck it, I'm going to take it, because I ain't going to lie, listen, this is a lot of clout. I got to ring that in. I ain't going to lie, because I'm definitely responding to my mumble rap tape, number one. But he says, knowledge from niggas who didn't contribute to none of this here. Okay? I'm going to assume that this knowledge from niggas who didn't contribute to none of this here is about me. And Drake, I got some bars for you on my parody mumble rap tape, okay? Let me address the Joe part. I've seen budding careers turn around, sit down, talk about blah, blah. This is my thing about Drake saying that line. Drake, but this is before I knew Joe, by the way. Before I knew Joe. So y'all could look on YouTube. I didn't know Joe at that point. Never met him a day in my life. Okay? Joe kind of wiped up Aubrey when he was dropping like 5 or 6 diss songs in a row. To the point that you had Drake on tour saying, yo, listen, Joe, listen, I'll give you a hit or something like that. Something like that. He made some comment. He said, oh, I should have brought him out. And then allegedly he had DM'd Joe trying to tell him to chill. So my thing is this. Why even throw shots at the nigga who says he's not rapping anymore if you don't want to rap with him? Okay, because the last time around, you ain't want to rap with him. He dropped like 5 tracks. You ain't rap back to one of them. So now you're going to come back after the nigga say he's retired, okay? And obviously, I'll give Drake that. The nigga possibly is retired because he's not the hottest nigga. Of course, nobody's going to be at the top of their game and retire. He probably realized the game is changing, all types of stuff is happening. Streams coming in, niggas ain't getting paid the same. Yo, I'm about to go just talk about rap. Fuck it. I could probably get the same amount doing that, right? So I believe that's what's going on. My thing is, Drake, bro, if you going to name drop, or not even name drop, but if you going to diss homie, bro, be prepared to rap back, because last time you didn't rap back and niggas thought you were the victim when you initially had sent the shots. And I guess you could then say, well, you didn't initially send the shots. It was Joe who then critiqued like one of your projects on his thing. I'm just saying, man, when you're rapping and you're calling niggas out, if they rap back, be prepared to rap back too. Okay? Now, again, this last line, the knowledge from niggas who didn't contribute to none of this here, I'm loosely kind of saying this is me just because I never was a rapper. I've never been a rapper, okay? I don't know Drake, and I know limited people who are in contact with him. So maybe it's a Skip Bayless thing where people say, yo, you ain't played no professional basketball, yet you're over here judging it. Like, why should we take you that serious? And I understand that because you're right. You're right. Right. Like, for example, if I'm talking about people being in the studio and crafting bars, I've never done that. Well, actually, I'm doing it now. I ain't gonna lie. Mumble rap table on the way. I ain't gonna lie. Anyway, I understand that. This is what I would say, though. Maybe even more than Skip Bayless, the fans' opinion really matter in hip-hop, okay? Like, in sports, it's a merit-based system. Like, it's either you're good or you're not good. You're gonna see the stats on the stat sheet. The fans' opinions really drive everything in music. So again, if you're trying to say someone who hasn't created music or created music to maybe the level that you're on can't speak about you. I just think that's very incorrect, because the people who are consuming it, the people who have made you the biggest rapper in the game, most of them ain't rap. Most of them don't even know what the fuck, like, they could have started a fucking bar. So again, I severely disagree with that. And you could, and by the way, and listen, I'm also defending his right, even though I'm saying whatever, I'm defending his right to respond, okay? I'm defending his right to respond. I've always told y'all this. I'm on YouTube every day. I'm doing topics about niggas every day. I'm on Everyday Struggle every day. Well, not really, but every day. And I'm talking about niggas every day. If somebody chooses to respond when I have been given my side constantly, I'm not going to be mad, because they're owed that right. Now, I try to keep it respectful when I'm giving criticism to as much as I can, okay? And do I think that this little jab right here from Drake to Joe and I was respectful? Absolutely. So I don't have a problem with him responding here. I just have a rebuttal. The rebuttal is simply twofold, okay? And I know I'm kind of going in circles, but just to wrap it up, twofold. Why are you even dissing Joe? If Joe started rapping right now, you wouldn't be responding. He started on your ass like a year ago or 2 years ago, and you fell all the way back till your fans had to chase that nigga, or basically he had to chase the fans with a bag of rocks. And with the other line about knowledge from niggas who didn't contribute to none of this here, unfortunately, man, the fans are running the asylum. Okay, the inmates running the asylum now. All these little tastemakers and people who used to be in the industry. And so no. The fans is dictating what's going on, okay? If I'm not the biggest proof of that, look around, nigga. Look around. Look at all the media platforms that used to be super popping. Them niggas the fuck out of here, because all they did was suck dick and do nothing about what the fans really thought. They were protecting their political interest and the people they could get money from. They weren't keeping it real because they were too close. They were too incentivized to not say shit. I'm not incentivized. Yeah, you my favorite rapper, but shit, if I think you not writing shit and that disappoints me, nigga, I'm about to go do a whole research on that shit, because I want to make sure the nigga who I've been claiming is the best rapper in a long while, I want to make sure that nigga writing this shit. Okay, so again, I'm going to dismiss that. I'm dismissing that completely, okay? And in terms of, and I'll look at it a different way too. Knowledge, okay? If you watch me on Everyday Struggle, I don't speak like I know everything. If I do get information from sources that are valid, and a lot of times I can't give those sources up, I will definitely say it because that source is reputable. But most of the times, if you watch me on the show, I'm definitely getting corrected a bunch because I'm learning about how the music business goes, even though I have a good grasp of it, but really the behind-the-scenes stuff, because I'm not used to the industry shit at all. The behind-the-scenes, like the planning shit that the fans don't see. I'm a super fan, and I'm now getting to understand what happens on the other side of the wall. Okay, anyway, get in the comment box. Drake, get prepared for a motherfucking response on my mumble rap tape, bro. I will be addressing you there, okay? But in the meanwhile, I ain't gonna lie, God's plan is too lit. And this diplomatic community track is great too. Get in the comment box, make sure you guys like and subscribe. No love lost. This is just cementing that, yo, your boy came from YouTube, bruh, and now the biggest rapper, he gotta address us. Oh!